Woo, go sports! Thanks for casting. Yes, of course. Dude, I just played a game where I went 0-9-0 in top lane to the enemy Mundo and solo lost the game, so I'm happy to be casting now instead of playing. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, the transition to top lane this season has been frustrating. I'm not nearly as consistent top lane as I am mid lane. You find me a coach? Pat Jones? I mean, Pat Jones did beat me pretty hard last time I played against him. So I think the last time I played against him was the very first season, when he picked Tristana top against me. Top lane is mainly mental warfare. That is true. And unfortunately, other players on each team can interfere in the mental warfare. You are correct. It is mental warfare. Pressure your opponent until they slip up, and then you kill them or freeze the wave or something. We're just waiting on a draft link here for game one, and then we'll get going. What you eating, big guy? Just a ham sandwich. It's really hungry after all that feeding, so. Honestly, casting these games kind of takes it out of you. It's a lot more. It takes a lot more energy and concentration to do it well than just playing the game. I feel like you're hungry all the time. That's why it's in your name. All right. All right, let me go ahead and switch over to the draft view here. There we go. My wife made these Italian sliders that are so good. That does sound pretty good. Tic Tac. Yeah, I never would have thought that Tic Tac would get into the app business, but they succeeded apparently. Hold on to them, I guess. Toasted Hawaiian buns. Ooh, the best kind. I'm sad that Hawaiian buns are kind of seen as like a holiday thing because I would get those all year if stores had them, but they tend to not, at least not where I live. Where do I live? Arizona, but so you can find them sometimes, but in general, move somewhere real, idiot. Yeah, there you go. True. We don't even have daylight savings time here. That's how fake we are. Excuse me. Wow, somebody other than me drawing Morgana bans. What a time to be alive. We live in a world where Morgana mid is a meta pick. Whew. PDX gonna go ahead and grab the Victor for Blitzsprite. That is his main champion, so he's not gonna hesitate to grab it early. It's gonna be the Ziggs lock-in. I feel like Ziggs for me has always been a really bad luck champ, so I never like seeing it on my team, but could be okay here. And the Neferi, I do like the Neferi. I would set up a bet here for game one because I know people like to do that, but I have no idea how to do it. Let's go, Whaps. Yeah, Whaps is back for PDX. It's the first time I've seen him play for them in a while. Ziggs is a coward pick. I do kind of agree with that, yeah. You can flex it mid or bot, though, so that's some nice flexibility if you want it. I like the idea of Ziggs a lot more than I actually like playing him. In my opinion, his damage is too unreliable for my taste for a mage. It's not as bad as it used to be, though. Back when the Q hitbox was still tiny. Now it's not bad. Ziggs is fun. He is fun. I do enjoy playing him. It's just I never fucking win on him. It's going to be a Vi pick for IQ. This is a very interesting Vi pick. That's a scary team to jump into. I don't know if I would. I definitely wouldn't pick Vi there, but maybe they can get enough dive that it works out. But yeah, Nautilus, Victor, Zenzao. That's a team I want to keep at arm's length. And I feel like IQ really needs something tank busty for this last pick. Because right now they're looking at a beefy team. They don't have a lot of answers for it. Wow, Callista lock-in for PDX. Okay. I believe I have seen Waps play Callista before, I believe. But you do not see Callista in Beer League. So this will be interesting. Holy macaroni. And it's going to be the Set, last pick for PDX. Always a solid top lane choice. I don't know if Set really has counters in the traditional sense. Like Quinn, maybe, but even ranged champs can't really bully him that hard because he regens so much. He played an ARAM on it. It must be OP. There you go. Wow. It's going to be Kennen last pick 4 IQ to top lane against the Set. Yeah, so looking on it, they got basically a full dive comp for IQ, but their team is actually lacking quite a bit in actual DPS. So if this Set or Xin Zhao ever really get going, I think they could really struggle to kill them. But yeah, they're going in. They're definitely going in. Although, wait a minute. I guess that makes it a Nefiri mid lane, right? Yeah, because it's Vi jungle. So yeah, Nefiri mid against Victor. Okay. Yeah, I think, I kind of said it already, I think IQ's comp is a little too committal. Basically, if that comp cannot just dive the enemy team wholesale, that comp doesn't do anything. So they'd better hope that this early and mid game goes well for them, because if they ever fall behind, even a little bit, I think they're gonna be able to team fight really. So I have to get advantage of PDX just because of that. So I think IQ's comp is just a little too one note. And PDX is not exactly an easy team to dive either. So I definitely like their draft better. The only pick of theirs I don't really care for is the Callista. I think she might. Callista's doesn't have very long range. She has to stay in that short range for a long period of time to build up damage, and she might not be able to do that against this heavy dive team. So I mean, maybe that'll be enough to sink them. Who knows? But I think if Set or Xin Zhao pop off to any degree on PDX, I think they just win the game by default, because I don't see IQ being able to deal with that. But we shall see. It all comes down to how you play the game at the end of the day. So they messed up the champ select, and Nunya says our top is restarted. So I think we. Oh my god, you guys can't. You guys have to see this. Hold on. They fixed it. For a moment there were 6 players on red team. It just lined up the 6th player right here below Nunya business. So that's a weird client bug. I've never seen that before. That's fucking funny. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. My personal bias are ADCs. I really do not like short-range AD carries. I just don't. Especially if you're a short-range DPS AD carry. So like Kai'Sa or Callista or Vayne. Like, having to stay in that short range for extended periods of time is just so difficult. Unless your team is winning hard, right? Or you have, like, really, really good protection. And I just don't like that. I think it's too unreliable. There are way too many games where you got, like, a Kai'Sa, and she goes Rage Blade, right? And it's just, like, she can't stay in auto range long enough to actually do it. Well, Sivir's a bit different, because she's got more safety with Spell Shield and ulti, but also she can do stuff. Like, she can do some damage even without having to be in auto range, so. But yeah, it's the guys who have to stay in auto range for that extended period of time. I don't like it. do not care for it, but then again, my go-to ADC when I play ADC is Caitlyn, so I'm a little biased. I just... Caitlyn players in solo queue aren't mechanically good enough to use their 650 range or traps equals PJ Salt. And that's fair. I mean, I'm not a great Caitlyn player, but I do well enough. Yeah, don't take notes. Honestly, I'm not an AD carry main, but it's just my experience. I just don't like the short range ADCs. And I played one season of ADC in Beer League, and Caitlyn was my go-to every time. Because you're strong on lane, you scale incredibly well, you have tons of range. It's just really good. By the way, if any of you lovely viewers want to co-cast, you are welcome to join me here in the casting booth in the Beer League channel. No pressure. I got it all on my own, but if anyone wants to try it out, you are welcome to hop in. Prediction started. Ooh, somebody did that. I don't know how to do that. That's not me. I can come flame your casting. Oh, Bernie, I appreciate it. Appreciate the offer. You're too kind. You should flame my gameplay. That's what you should flame. I fucking ran it down in my last series. In the second game, that was fucking brutal. Prediction chat? Simon Amos did it. Got it. I'm not allowed to bet, sadly. Or am I? Actually, am I allowed to bet? Hold on. How do I do that? Who wins? Here we go. put 2,000 points on PDX. I like their comp a lot more, so we'll see. Yeah, Callista, very different for Beer League, for sure. My team says no to my Callista. To be fair, I don't like it. I don't like it in this game either. I don't like Callista in general. I think she's too one-dimensional. And honestly, champs that rely on snowballing in lane tend to not be very good in Beer League because people in Beer League are really good at not running it down in lane 1v1, I've noticed, or 2v2 for the most part. That or maybe I'm just bad and not good enough to snowball against people who are a lot lower cost than me. That's also a possibility. I think the only top laner I've really snowballed against this season was probably Waps in game 1 when I played Mordekaiser against his Olaf. That's about it. Other than that, I have not been able to snowball top lane very much, which is frustrating. Does that cost too much to be this bad? Leona just does it for me. That is true. I definitely do have the hotter team. Oh, yeah, Leona. Agree on that one. Leona's the league waifu for me, for sure. For sure. I am a Leona enjoyer, even though I don't play support. All right. You're built like say IRL. I believe it. Oh, I'm just realizing they gave set to JWM. GG, it's over. They didn't learn their lesson last week. Yeah, Nami playing support for PDX this week. I believe she is a new pickup for them. Here we go. Is she the new support? I believe she is, yes. I'm not sure if she's normally their starter or if she's just filling in for the series, but there she is.
30 seconds until
So Victor has no items, so we'll see how long it takes him to realize. Should've. I don't want to place bets if Victor realizes he has no items before the minions. He has to clear minions. No one on his team is saying nothing. None of them have noticed yet.
Minions have spawned.
Oh boy. He will indeed have to lane with no minions to start. Or with no items to start the lane. You know, they even put a warning in the game for this situation, but just must have missed it. Crazy Party could probably still blow this lane early with no items, because that's just how strong Victor's early lane is against melee champs. Jungler's going to start on the opposite side of the map, so probably not going to interact for a while. I feel like Nightmare could invade. Xin Zhao is a much stronger early than Vi, so you're going to cuss. Man, if that person doesn't stop pinging, yeah. Don't watch any casts where CR is playing, by the way. Trust me on that one. Victor has, Bloodspread has indeed realized that he forgot to buy items and is back to TP to lane. I mean, at that point, I would have just ate it, you know? Like, yeah, it sucks you didn't bring items, but is it really worth backing it full HP just to get items and potions? Probably should have just accepted that you fucked up and played till first back without it. but no, that's just my opinion. So I'm noticing Ignite on the Fury mid lane for Reese, so I'm looking for kills. Also, I believe that this skin is actually banned in pro play, I want to say. I remember hearing about that, this Hot Dog Nefiri skin. JWM kind of getting beat up by this Kennen so far. Sheesh. Feeling those early sustained nerfs against the Kennen. Ooh, look at that Nefiri damage. My goodness. Woo! Yeah. See, now you're kind of wish you still had that TP. REE, Rehe IRL, true. Although for Rehe, it's more like Rakan ulti. He just jumps into the entire beer league with Rakan ulti on. Set ult your mom right into my teammates. Going for the one shot, I see. By the way, as a Mundo player, I think it's kind of horseshit that Set can ult Mundo and still fly into my team and do a fuck ton of damage even while I don't get CC'd. I think that's kind of garbage that it works like that. Ooh, and engages to come in on the Callista. Has to blow her flash in order to survive. And now they're just going to go ahead and turn on Nautilus instead, but ooh, nice hook by Nautilus to create some distance. Should be okay. So I was practicing my panning. Weird, it's like she has to walk around to Leona, E range to auto. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Yep. No kill so far, but 700 gold lead already for Team IQ just from these CS leads. Literally, in all three lanes lane dominant so far. Rehe going for an aggressive flash. That kill was never going to happen though, so a little aggressive. Can you tell the Leona to take off streamer mode? I don't know who it is. I wish I could. It is it's none your business. I can tell you that. It's kind of weird that streamer mode works in custom games actually. Normally, when you're in a party, you can see it. You can see. Normally, when you're in a party, you can see people even when they have stream mode on, and custom games are just one big party. But apparently not in this case. But it is indeed none your business. So, what's his username? None your business. I see what you're doing. I feel bad for not getting that quicker. Let's just agree to call him Will. Ooh, bit of a fight breaker out here. Zinza's gonna be caught out, and his probably tries to help, but they get caught out. Oh, nice E, flash E by Leona, and that's gonna be first blood for the Ziggs. Now they're going to try to turn on the Callista as well, and she has no sums left, so she's going to go down. And now they're going to turn on Yanami. Yanami has flash, but might be too much CC in order. Ooh, nice flash of the Dragon Pit. Bungaru's going to follow. And Neferi's going to show up as well, and that's going to be 3 kills for IQ. And that's for you to work for them right away. Caster Eye Jack, that's a new one. I like it. Rehe, Seraphine, Arsene, IRL when he speaks. They've added a lot of charms to the game, haven't they, since Ari came in? They just added a bunch more. Ooh. Wait, hold on. What happened up here? Oh, they gank mid lane, I see. And Rehe comes back without resources, and Victor does not care for that. And Rihi tries to turn, but that's going to end up causing his death because now Nightmare is here. That will be a return kill, but already a great early game for IQ. Up almost 2K already, plus the Feat of Warfare. And now an all-in's going to break out here. Lots of spears coming in for the Callista. Can she get enough to get the kill? No. She's going to end up going down again. And now these two are going to have to try to fight off the Nautilus with low HP, but they have heal. They can probably do it. Leona might go down, though. No, she will not. Another double kill for the bot lane of IQ. They didn't appreciate me saying that the PDX comp was better, and they said, we'll show you. Oh, and they got first dragon as well. I don't even see that. It must have been just now. Yeah, they got first dragon as well. So IQ dominating this early game, up to a 3K gold lead already. Sheesh. Oh no. The Callista gets 1v1 by the Ziggs. And if that's happening, you're doomed in lane. The all-in is what you have the advantage of as to the Callista. And if you can't all-in Ziggs 1v1, you're cooked. Nice Leona roam here to try to help her team, but Vi is gonna, or no, Nefiri is gonna go down. However, that should be enough to secure the grubs here for IQ. Zig's gonna get caught out here, but he should be fine. Zig's very fed. He has his Blackfire Torch already. May not have wanted to be quite that aggressive though. He should go down here. That will be a nice shutdown back for the Callista, barring something incredible here. Nope, they will indeed go down. You can't resist getting a little too big for his britches, a little too excited. Ends up feeding back a kill. Commercials? Is there ads coming on? We don't run ads, as far as I know. I've never seen an ad when I'm watching on my phone. It actually is kind of weird there are no ads on this channel. Yeah, I think we're too small to have mandated ads, I believe. So. Stop being poor? True. Oh, do I not have ads because I have Twitch Prime to the channel? Is that why I don't have ads? Oh, I never even thought about that. Ooh, nice three-man stun by Leona. The Nautilus is able to dodge it, thanks to the Callista ulti. But now a fight's gonna break out here, and they have the numbers advantage for the moment. But now Rihi is here. Leona is stuck in there, and she's gonna go down. Now Ziggs is out way too far forward. Nice W to create some distance. And now the Vi is here. Blitzspray is here. Or Victor's here. Is that what it is? Is that why I haven't been getting ads on this channel? Is because I have Amazon, or I have the what is Amazon Prime or the Twitch Prime? I've had it on this channel the whole time, so I guess that's why. I've never even I forgot about that. Fair enough. Sub goal met, 10 out of 10. Hell yeah. PDX able to claw back a little bit of their lead. Not mandated, and no, we haven't turned them on. Oh, okay. Ooh, we're going to get an all-in here on the Ziggs, and he's going to go down again. That's going to be another kill for the Callista. And, I mean, Leona should be able to get the return kill here. She will, but can she get away from the Nautilus? She should be able to, I would think. I use my wife's Prime and can't connect Twitch to her account. Ah, I see. That's tough. Now Zet and Case are going to go for an all-in in the top lane, but you have to be careful. Zet when he... Okay. I was going to say, Zet when he's low can turn the tide, but I guess he had no ulti, so he's fine. Man, Leona's pretty good. I wish I knew what his username was. You mean her username? Don't be like that, Blue Metal. Stop assuming everyone's a man. I hate Roa. I agree with you. I agree with you, Blue Metal. I also hate Roa. Meanwhile, I was looking away from the screen, so let's go ahead and see what this, it's Will. There you go. And Vi's going to go ahead and get caught out up here, but now the bot lane's coming in, and now TP's coming in as well. It's going to be a nice collapse by IQ here, but Set is now here. They're trying to buy time for the Set to get into this fight, and I feel like going for the Ziggs is the wrong answer. You need to be going for these guys you can actually reach. And that's going to be more members of PDX going down while Ziggs still escapes to safety. Set's here to do a lot of damage. Ooh, nice dodge by the Nefarious Solar for a little while longer, but ends up going down to the Victor. And now Set here, nothing left in the tank, so he ends up going down. Did Kennen have TP this whole time? No, he just got it. Okay, so he couldn't have TP'd to this fight. So good timing by TP time by JWM to come to this fight, but unfortunately, kind of bad target selection. I think if he had just gone towards them here, where his team was already fighting, I think that would have gone a lot better. It's will your business.
Turret plating will fall soon.
In terms of gold, about 3.5k gold lead here for IQ still. And have they gotten the Feast of Strength already? No. They are either one objective or first tower away. JWM opting for no boots on the Set, going for the full-on Stridebreaker. I feel like not going boots on Set is kind of trolling, to be honest. You kind of need to reach people on Set or you're worthless, but maybe he just really wanted the raw stats. Wait, what? Did they steal it? Hold on. Am I tripping? Did I see that? So IQ's doing the dragon. And PDX does see that. Wow. Smited it just above 900, left it at 1 HP. That's tough. That's why you never smite early when there's no jungler, and there's no opposing jungler there. And that will be a nice steal for PDX, and meanwhile, they're going to go ahead and go for a nice dive on this Ken in the top lane, but can they actually get through all the CC and to make this dive happen? At least not yet so far. Zesty Queso managed to survive, and he says, fuck this, I'm going to TP out of here. And indeed, although honestly, I'm not sure if he had to. He might have just, well, yeah, he probably had to, but he is going to go at first tower by doing that. Well, it's going to be close. And they will just get the first tower ahead of Nefiri in the mid lane by about a second. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, another 2v2 is breaking out. Ooh, then Ziggs ends up getting caught in tower range and goes down immediately trying to execute that tower. He's trying to go for his first tower of his own with his W satchel execute on the tower, but ends up getting all in there. That's going to be another couple kills for the PDX bot lane. He got to say bye on Tattoo. Unfortunately, he's about to say bye again as well. Vi here to try to help, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It will not. And now can they finish off Vi as well? They're going to... Ooh, no, a little bit too far. And now Nefarious here. Ooh, nice juke on the Set W, but he is going to end up going down. Ooh, able to juke forward to dodge the Ziggs ult. That was a very brave dodge by JWM, but he did, in fact, dodge it. Well played by him. Good macro recently by PDX to kind of stay in this game, close that lead a bit. And realizing between stealing that dragon and getting first tower, they've denied defeats to IQ here, so they're gonna have to get another objective somewhere. Can't believe they gave Blitz Sprite Victor. Yeah, that was kind of my thought as well. there are really 3 champs you need to ban ahead of his Victor? Probably not, but that's just my opinion. Ooh, aggressive flash engage by Leona, but gets the flashes in return from both opposing bot laners. Now Leona's going to go ahead and get caught in the Victor W, take a bunch of damage. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they're going to be Kung Fu fighting. And Set now tanking have to kind of absorb this Kennen harass, I think. Oh, we're going to... Okay, I thought she was going to Hex Splash over the wall, but she just got Hex Splashes to the side a little bit. Changed her mind partway through. At the Sunfire Cape emo, thank you, Blue Metal. No Sunfire Capes in this game yet, though. I don't think there will be one either, but when they're all in this bush, ooh, nice little bit of poke there, able to get out, though. Now Set is here. I mean, we go for like some kind of crazy Set flash ult play. Getting engaged here for PDX. Ooh, and they're going to go to a nice flank engage by the Vi combined with the Kennen ulti at the same time, and that's going to be a double kill for the Neferi follow-up, and they're going to secure the Rift Herald as well, so that will be Feats of Strength 4. That was a wild play. We have to see that again. Hold on. Okay, so Vi just opts to go around. No, she Qs directly in. Oh, I guess they both just, I guess Kennen flashed it. Okay, I thought Vi flanked, but I guess she just went straight forward. Okay, got it. If Ziggs builds Sunfire, I'll give 5 subs. I guess you better message him in game then. Well, yeah, great play for IQ. They get the Feats of Strength. They get triple kill for Neferi. So, damn, Ziggs hitting all the abilities, yeah. They're going to pop the Rift Herald right away. Should be able to get both these towers here. Rift Herald plus Ziggs is a really lethal combo. Although it's about to be lethal for him because he's going to... Actually, is he going to escape this? No, Leona is going to go ahead. He's going to be... Oh, no! They both end up going down. Get a little too cute trying to get that tower, and now Set is here behind, TPing behind, but he doesn't have the ulti to push them back into the team, so they should still be fine. No Kalista first item on the Herald team fight. Does she not have Bork yet? Ooh, well, that's tough then. In terms of gold, about 2,500, but feats obviously add a lot of extra value as well. Vivian late to the beer league as usual. What's up, Viv? I didn't say it. Zoar said it. Get mad at him. PDX going to go ahead and move in on this dragon while they have the rotation advantage. They will get it. This is a very insecure Victor build, by the way. I'm just calling it out. 2 big HP items in a row. That's fucking weak, dude. It's weak. He's 5-0, so I can't criticize it too much, but it's weak. I'm shocked he didn't go defensive boots too. Where's your Merc Treads? If anything, that's the defensive item I would have gotten against this team. Get your Merc Treads. A cute little wuffy puppy. Yes, that's what I think when I think Neferi. A cute little puppy dog. Both teams kind of jockeying around Otacon here, but neither of them wants to be the one to actually start it. Dig says, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and push mid if you're too scared to actually start the Otacon. Or maybe he'll go top lane, see if he can force down this tower with a cannon. You guys know about the pup? I have no idea what you're talking about, Toru. So the camera really wants to follow Leona for some reason. That's not me doing it, it's directed camera. Ooh, do they know that he's in there? No, they don't. He's gonna go ahead and get comboed here by Set, and he's gonna go down. No flash on him, so not really able to escape that W. Nice cheese kill there by the Set. Ziggs probably won't be able to get this tower now. Doesn't have quite the damage to do this, and now he's gonna get run down here by the Victor. You Can't Resist played really well in lane, got really fed, but he has been a little too crazy trying to push his lead, and that's his 5th death. And I mean, that is the You Can't Resist special. He is not a KDA player. No one would ever accuse him of that. PDX going to go ahead and start the thing here. They do have, this is one of the situations where Kalista has an advantage, and now they're going to go ahead and try to engage before the rest of IQ arrives. But no, they're going to go ahead and try to finish this off. Tons of spears in this thing. I'm sure they're communicating on when they want to try to execute this. Probably around 3K, I would guess. And Leona somehow steals the Otacon. Oh my goodness. And now the fight's going to break out. And IQ is going to absolutely wipe the entire team here. How do you lose a smite fighter with a Kalista? How does that even happen? Okay. Alright, let's see it. I can't even explain how Leona managed to steal that. But with all those resistances PDX was missing after that, they get completely wiped by the cannon engage. Was that an auto? I thought it was her ultimate that hit it. I don't know what else would have hit it, but that's crazy. No, the support from my team, L, she's really, really good at managing to get inexplicable last hits, but that would have been incredible even by her standards. I don't know how it was even possible that Leona got the last hit on that. Wait, wait, hold on. Did she smite it? Is that what happened? Oh, she has smite from Spellbook. That's what happened. Okay. So she pulled a fast one, pulled out the smite. I mean, that's still wild that happened, but okay, it's a little bit more understandable. But okay. And that's only like the 600 damage smite, right? When you take it from Spellbook, you don't get the full strength smite. It's still crazy to lose that against a full strength smite and a Kalista, but well played to the Leona. That is something. So both teams have really improbable objective steals so far this game. And yeah, Team IQ in a great spot now, up 6K gold, and managed to steal the Otacon, so they are way ahead now. I can only guess that the Rend came through and left it with enough HP for the Leona Smite to steal it immediately afterwards. Because it died from like 1400. So that's my guess on what happened. You'd like to become a part of Team IQ, but they can't afford you. That team very expensive. You can be a backup, I suppose. Actually, I'm not sure you could be a backup. I think they're at the point max already with all 5 of these players, and you cost more than any of them, so you literally could not be a backup. You go for a ganker on Kennen. Can they manage to get him? I would just like to point out that for PDX, the only member of the team with a Merc Treads at this point in the game is Nautilus, and that against a Leona and a Kennen, this is some neglect, I will say. Like, they need to, they're being I don't know. I try to think of the term, but I can't. But point is that they should have him by now against this CC heavy engage comp. Streamer mode. It's none of your business. We figured that already. Yeah, it's Tiger Spike. You got it. PDX, go ahead and call a Baron here. They don't. IQ doesn't have vision. Now they do, but it might be too late. Can they do? They have time to finish this off? They do have the Callista here. And IQ is going to, or PDX is going to go ahead and get it. They had to sacrifice Set and seemingly Nautilus to get the Baron, but they are going to get it. You don't get to just back there, buddy. Nope. Good call by PDX there, realizing they had a sneaky Baron chance there. No one expects the enemy team to just rush Baron like that when they're behind. So if you can find it with no vision, you can take that call. Honestly, the fact that that the IQ bot lane won lane as hard as they did with Summoner Spellbook Leona is kind of wild, by the way. Like, no Aftershock. Don't need it, apparently. And we're going to go ahead and try to engage here on said Leona. Ends up getting knocked back by the Zenza ulti. Now the fight's going to break out. Not quite able to get on the backline with the Kennen ulti, though. And now the fight's going to continue. And Set's going to go in here and try to do as much damage as he can before he goes down. Ends up popping Debu, not able to hit anybody. And that would have probably been a good fight for PDX if they weren't so far behind. But alas, they are very far behind, and now they are all going to be dead. Ooh, actually. Okay, I mean, good play around the tower. Tiger Spike still hasn't played another game. Definitely his only account. Yeah. Couldn't handle it. Someone should check Pathfinder's account and see if he's playing with the suspected Smurf now. The account that was suspected of smurfing. You should go on there and see if he's playing with that account now. Yeah, tough, really great spot for IQ here. They just need to close it out. I still like the PDX comp better, but this Callista does no damage at the moment, really. So, I don't know if she ever really will at this point, honestly. I think her window of carrying this game is probably past. So, but, let's see if they can find a way to hold out long enough. She ain't afraid. Baron does run out here. Yeah, I will say that when you're winning as a team, Ziggs is so oppressive because you can just siege any tower as a team, and just there's not a lot they can do about it unless they can engage on you and kill you. So, and that's not a great, that's not an easy task against the Ziggs either. So I feel like Ziggs is a very win more champion in a lot of ways. Okay, can someone? Okay, someone needs to put this man on a leash because he loves getting caught. Now the fight's gonna break out. Nice engage by Leona here. Nice Ziggs will be lands 3 of them, and now Set's gonna be here. He's gonna do a ton of damage, and that's actually gonna be 3 members of IQ down just like that. Now they're gonna try to turn, see if they can clean up a little bit. They are gonna go ahead and get Zinzao, and the Ziggs is still up, but he's still really strong, so they'll probably have to back up here. How better the individual gold gaps? So you can take a look here. Top's not bad, jungle's not bad, mid's not bad, bot lane is where it's at mostly, especially now. All right, hold on. Let's how did this fight turn out so well in PDX's favor? Let's see. Was Kennen not here? Is that what happened? Yeah, so Ziggs kind of gets caught out here, and they opt to go with the engage. Nautilus not able to land. Nice ulti, but yeah, it looks like this should be a nice one fight for IQ, but then Set comes in with the body slam into the W and basically one-shots 2 people. And that closed the gap quite a bit, actually. So he's going to go ahead and catch out Ziggs here again with the flash. Yep. It's smart play by Set there, saving the Stridebreaker until after the Ziggs started to create distance so that you can catch back up. Don't use the Stridebreaker right away if you get on top of him. And yeah, that closed the goal out quite a bit. Only about 3.5K now for oh wow. Summer Spellbook really does not like my rewinding. My goodness, look at that. Sheesh. Also noticing some of the times are wrong. I see 29:01 and then 28:01. That's very weird. Leona gonna go ahead and get caught out here. PDX gonna go ahead and move in on attempt to go Dragon number 3. They do, however, allow a lot of minions in their base. Zin's out trying to clear, and he's the jungler, so no smite there, but Leona not quite. Leona's dead, so can't smite steal another objective. Yeah, PDX doing what they need to do to keep themselves in this game. Set starting to really scale. He needs just to get his Overlord's Blood Mail so he can get that W one-shot damage.
Blue team's inhibitor has respawned.
What is the AD ratio on that, by the way, just out of curiosity? 25% for true damage nuke. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 25% bonus AD. Wasn't it also like scales with health or something? I don't. 50% of the damage. Oh, I see. That 50% of the damage, or 50% of his health is the damage, and then okay. So it scales with both health and AD. Got it. Meanwhile, IQ just go ahead and grabs the Baron there, no problem. So the pressure's still on for PDX. They got a hold. And you know what? That Victor build, it's working. He's somehow deathless in this crazy game. 56 deaths so far, and he's not been one of them. Should have gotten Darksteel, but Leona's going to go ahead and get caught out here again. Has to flash over the wall. Can they finish her off over the wall? No, but Vi's going to get caught out instead. They're going to collapse on her. Decent Ziggs ult, but no real follow-up, so nice catch by PDX there. Excuse me. They're gonna go for another engager in the mid lane. Gonna engage on the Kennen. Oh no! And Nautilus used the Kalista ulti to go in, but not only was he super low health, he missed, so we ended up dying for free. Definitely should have just taken the ulti out of there. Now I'm gonna scrap it here in the mid and the bot. I feel like Set should win this, right? Against a Nefiri? Unless Nefiri outplays the fuck out of him. He's gonna try. Oh, yeah, nope. Can indeed not fight the Set. And yeah, PDX somehow has survived 2 Baron pushes despite being quite down, so very well played to them. You're feeling a 3-game series tonight? Yep, the games are like this, absolutely. And they've done a great job. PDX has done a great job holding out, but it really only takes one big mess up, and then they lose. Because they got no inhib towers, so they could lose in one push. Now we have a bit of catch on the Nautilus. Nice Q by Nautilus. That might be enough to save him. We'll see. Nautilus blows his ulti just to kind of create a little bit of distance. Now Victor is TPing in. IQ kind of regrouping here, trying to be in position for this dragon. They have to contest this a lot more because this is potential Cloud Soul. JDUM is going to go for that's a very nice flash engage play by the set. Not quite able to finish off the Zigzag, and now the counter engage is going to come. And there's lots of Ziggs damage coming in. The cannon ulti finally goes off. I don't know what took so long. Maybe he was CC'd, but in the end, PDX went from looking like a good fight to wipe just like that. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see what happened. Well, just a little bit. So I like this initial engage here by the set. Oh, he doesn't hit the stun on Kennen, so he's able to escape. And then Ziggs, thanks to quick reflexes with the W, is able to escape as well. And now the fight itself is going to go in. Ree's going to go in. The big Ziggs ult's going to go in, and then Vi's going to go ahead and ulti in as well. And yeah, their initial engage failed, and that's it. That's going to be game. It was a nice try by Set, honestly. I don't blame him for going for that play at all, but unfortunately it kind of baited his team. So, and that will be game 1 in favor of IQ. So, took a little bit longer than expected to get here, but they did in fact manage to close it out. So, good job to them. All right. And that will be game 1. Well played to Team IQ. All right, and we'll get ready for draft for game 2 here. All right. And the sides are going to switch. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. All right. Oh yeah, I get to ban a bot. That's always fun. Surprised PDX kept closing gap with their bot lane dominance. Yeah, I feel like IQ could have snowballed that game way harder, but I think the IQ bot lane got a little too cute and kind of threw a lot of their lead away. So it's tough. Let's actually go ahead and look at the gold graph for that game while we're waiting for them to do their thingy. Yeah, Victor won death. Unfortunately, that one was enough. It was just that final team fight. He finally went down. You know, I feel for Blitzsprite there because there's a lot of games that are like that where you're playing really, really well and you're just going deathless and you realize that as soon as you die once, the game's over. And that was the game for Blitzsprite. And unfortunately, they finally got him, and that was it. So, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and see the gold graph here. So, yeah. IQ ahead by quite a bit at multiple points this game, but they kind of yo-yoed their lead a little bit a few times during that game. Got getting a little silly. This definitely could have been a game that was over at 20 minutes, I think, but they kind of made some silly willy plays to kind of give the game back. But in the end, they closed it out. So, you know, all's well that ends well, right? Oh, look at the damage chart. Look at that Ziggs damage. Whew! Yeah, slight damage difference in the bot lane in that game. I did say during the oh, yeah, I guess you guys can't see it. Oh, that's my apologies. Thank you, Zoar. I'm fucking being dumb. All right, hold on. Over on here. Yes, I will look at the gold graph here. They kind of yo-yoed it a little bit as I was talking about, but well, I could end this game in 20 minutes if they play better, but you know, in the end, they got it. So, good job to them. And then look at the damage graphs here. Yeah, slight damage differential here in favor of PDX's bot lane, or IQ's bot lane. This is a good example, by the way, of why I don't like short-range AD carries, because she couldn't afford to be in range of that enemy team for really any time at all, and it showed in the damage charts. So Victor and Set tried their best, but it was not enough. So, yeah, I was worried about that, about IQ having the damage to get through this tanky comp, but they were far enough ahead that it wasn't really a problem. So, yeah, well played to them. They got the lead they needed to make their comp work, and then managed to finish off the game. So well played. All right, there we go. Yes, thank you for mentioning that, Zoar, because I was just blabbing about stuff you couldn't see, so my bad. Go ahead and switch the overlay so we can see the bands, or the Fearless bands. Thank you, Bucci. I appreciate your copy pasta. It's going to go ahead and be the Wukong first pick for IQ. I think we've seen that a lot in BLS this season. A lot of, I think Wukong's kind of been a big priority jungler. That Wukong and Jarvan. So, wouldn't be surprised if I see PDX go for Jarvan this game, actually. And there we go. PDX learned their lesson. They said, man, that short-range ADC sucked. Let's try doing the opposite of that. Locks into Caitlyn immediately. I love it. No, he's going to opt for instead for the Udyr. Udyr, another beer league staple. Ash gonna go against the Kalen. Smart. Good against the Udyr as well, as long as you can keep him at a distance. And Seraphine as well. Okay. Ash, Seraphine, a very strong combo in lane, or in general, because the Ash slow, all the Ash slows means that every Seraphine E roots the enemy. So it's kind of like when Seraphine has a Rylai's, except from the very beginning, thanks to the Ash slows. So some nice synergy there. If Seraphine goes Rylai's anyway, I'm going to be a little sad, given that it's kind of unnecessary. But PDX fails to lock in a champ there for pick 3. We'll see what they says. It's supposed to be Soraka. Okay. So imagine a goat unicorn thing over here. Both teams kind of doing the same drafting strategy as last game, where they pick bot and jungle in the first 3 picks and then leave the solo lanes. Love that goat unicorn thing. Me too. Okay. I do not consent to all this healing. I want people to die. I feel that. As a big bruiser enjoyer, diver enjoyer, yeah, I'm not a fan of all the healing. I'm trying to kill bitches, not get them alive. In Minecraft. Nobody cut that out of context. Thank you. Well, with the Mbessa top lane 4 IQ, Mbessa a good blind pick. Not really a lot of counters. Basically just Renekton, and even then, that's kind of like a soft counter. So, we'll see what PDX decides to go with to face it. Go ahead and go with the Urgot. I believe Urgot's actually a good matchup as well, so I like that pick. So, okay. By the way, this is a totally off topic, just anecdote I was thinking of randomly, but So you know how in Revenge of the Sith, when they're in the ship, like the capital ship, and they're trying to rescue the Chancellor, and Anakin is about to execute Dooku, but he doesn't like. He says that he shouldn't do it, and then Palpatine's like, "Do it." He's just like this really iconic voice. Apparently, the reason that it sounded like that, and this is just from an interview I watched recently, is that the reason he said it like that is because they had done that take like over and over and over again, and the actor for Palpatine was getting like so annoyed with like having to reshoot the scene and having to like, and with Anakin just kind of being a patsy and not doing what he's supposed to do, that's why he just said it like that, and that really like just snarly tone that became iconic. And I always loved that part of the movie, so I just found that anecdote kind of interesting, because it wasn't originally supposed to sound like that, but apparently they filmed it like 30 or 40 times, and that was totally impromptu by the actor, and George Lucas thought it was great, so he kept it. So that's a fun Star Wars trivia thing for those of you who are familiar with what the heck I'm talking about. Yes, you're welcome, Stone. Glad somebody appreciate it. Gotta do something while you wait for this champ select the spectator delay, right? All right, and while we wait for spectator delay, I'm going to be right back, and then we'll get into game 2 here. Do I play any of the old Star Wars games? Oh, I played a lot of them back during like the glory days of like the early 2000s. You know, Knights of the Old Republic and Jedi Academy and Empire at War. All favorites of mine. Good stuff. You could do a Lodal? I could. Yeah, fuck it. Let's see if we can get a Lodal in time before the game starts. So we got about 2 minutes. All right. Get that crap off my screen. All right, that is. It's a melee champ that's male and has mana. I don't fucking know. Like Braum? It's not from the Freljords. It's not Braum. It's a top laner or a jungler. It's not Freljord. Oh no, Silas is from Demacia anyway. I guess Demacia and Freljord? How much time do I got? Got another minute and a half. It's a top laner. Is it Darius? Jungle top. It's not human. Okay, that's interesting. Nasus? Ooh. Yeah, old. Okay, yeah, I wasn't even looking at the dates. Almost. 2009, Shurima and something. What other early champion was from Shurima? Yeah, had mana. It's not Renekton. And it's a top laner. What other top laners are from Shurima in the old days? I have no idea. Renekton was a god warrior though. Yeah, but he's. Oh, it says he's not a god. He's not a god warrior though. See, we're running out of time. Is it? No. Must be some species that I'm not thinking of. Is it? No, it's melee. Can't be Urgot. It's gotta be a top laner. So I guess we'll have to figure it out after the game. Singed? Ooh, we'll try Singed as one last option. Yeah. Nope. Close though. Almost. I'll have to think about that. See if we can figure it out during the game. So top laner that's partly from Shurima. Is it released in 2009? Is Pantheon a release champion? Oh, we should have done that earlier, but oh well. Oh, it is Pantheon? Pantheon from Shurima? I don't think so. I don't know if Pantheon was an OG champ either, but I could be wrong. Isn't Panth human? He's part human, part aspect. So I think it would be double.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I don't know. We'll try to we'll go back to it after the game. See if we can figure it out. There's not a lot of melee top laners with mana, so there's only male melee top laners with mana, so there's only so many options. So we'll be able to figure it out. We tried Nasus. That was a good guess, though.
Minions have spawned.
Gotta be melee. Melee and mana top laner. That's male. And it was a release year champion. That isn't human. We don't know if it's. Maybe it isn't. Yeah, it isn't human. So I don't know what it would be. No. We'll figure. We'll think about it some more after the game here. But anyways, those junglers are gonna go ahead and start topside here. Rune check. Anything really weird? Doesn't look like it. Guardian Soraka's a little bit interesting, but not that crazy. Yeah, everything else looks pretty normal. Level 2 all in here by the IQ bot lane. You want to get a nice chunk of damage. Interesting clear so far here by Bongaroo. He goes Wolves, Raptors, Krugs, so no buff yet. Yeah, PDX lost me 2,000 channel points last game. I'm a little upset. It's okay, I got like 50,000 more, but it's all good. Ooh, nice flash engage by Seraphine, but by Seraphine, but will it be enough to get the kill? No, it will not. Also, for those of you non-old heads in the chat, would it surprise you to learn that Garen was not a release champion in League of Legends? It seems like he would be, right? Like, he seems like the quintessential basic bitch top laner, but no, he was not a release champion. Did we guess Jax? No, we didn't yet, but that's oh no, yeah, we did. It said, yeah, we did guess Jax. And they said no because they listed him as jungle and top, where it says it's top only. Look, a bit of an early invade here by Nightmare. He's gonna find Wukong here. He will, but is he gonna go in? Bongaroo, no smite, so Udyr could have just stolen this, but he kind of pusses out and doesn't do it. So. Nice, another all-in attempt here. Ooh, and that's going to be enough damage on the Soraka, so she's going to go down. Where's Udyr from? The Freljord. I think, plus he would be listed under jungle as well anyway, so. It did say top laner only, so. I already guessed the mana, I already guessed the ones I thought of, but I don't know what else it would be. We'll have to look through the champion list after the game and see if we can figure it out. Did we guess the Rock? Malphite. Ooh, that's a good guess. Was Malphite a release champion? Maybe he was. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and get a gank here in the bot lane. Nightmare's going to come in here, pop his ghost, but not quite enough damage. Yeah, Shurima in his lore. Yeah, maybe it probably is Malphite then. We're going to go ahead and get an all-in attempt here by Blitz Sprite, but now Wukong is here. That's going to force Sylas to flash out. I guess I never knew where Malphite came from in the lore. I've never thought about it. So, but I guess Shurima would make sense, because desert, rock, that kind of stuff. Malphite is Targon, is he? Oh, okay. I don't know. Is it not Nasus? It wasn't Nasus, no. It was not Nasus. We did guess that. No, who cares about the game, right? We're all stuck on the Lodal. I should have started earlier. I didn't expect it to take that long. Usually I get them pretty fast, but this must be some obscure champion that I'm just not remembering. Base chat interaction, true. True, it's always fun to have the chat involved. In the lore, he resides in the Shurima jungle. It does say he's only it did say he's part Shurima, not fully Shurima, so it probably is Malphite. So I assume it'll say Shurima and Targon if I had to guess, but we shall see. We'll guess Malphite when this game's over.
Pay no attention to the threat.
So I didn't know there was a Shuriman jungle. I thought it was all desert, but I'm not really up on the lore, I guess. Pretty close game here. Really, the only thing that's happened is that one all-in bot lane, but very close game. Only about 200 gold lead here for IQ. Wait, isn't the Shuriman jungle just East Stall? I have no idea. I know they've retconned that lore multiple times, so I have no idea. PDX gonna go ahead and move in and grab Dragon here, and Wukong grubs it in response. So the much less common grubs first Dragon trade. Now they moved the timers apart. It was released September 2nd, 2009. Okay, maybe that's it. That's looking like our best guess. You're gonna do a bin in. Beba gets caught out by the Aurelion ulti. He's gonna go down. Ooh, Astral comes in, barely misses Soraka, but she's gonna go down anyway. Now will be feed a warfare over to IQ once again. Gonna try to dive Caitlyn here. She does have both sums. This would be a scary dive. Apparently not that scary. My goodness. Well played to the IQ bot lane. They're gonna get ganked here by Nightmare. Udyr, no ghost quite yet though, so I'm not sure he's gonna be able to actually get this gank off. Oh, no flash on the Ashe though, so they might be able to actually catch her out, but they're gonna try to turn on the Soraka. And they are going to get her, but he will end up going down in return. And now the TP and the counter gank coming in. Can Udyr somehow manage to escape the situation? No. He will go down. So 6 kills to 1 already in favor of IQ. Maybe we won't get a game 3 tonight. 2K gold lead for them already. Bot lane. Yeah, I feel ya. Yep, it's tough down there for PDX bot lane, although they do have a CS lead, whatever that's worth. Ooh. Ooh, nice flash E by Urgot. That will be a solo kill for the Urgot. Well played to JWOM there. SDK so didn't realize the flash E was coming and did not flash in response. So if you get hit by that, you're probably gonna die post level 6. Well, this is interesting. This is not gonna be your standard tank Udyr. He's building Triforce first. Okay. Opting not to go for Leandros, which I find very surprising. I guess he decided the enemy team's too range heavy to do that. But anyway, gank's gonna come here right in the top lane. Urgot's gonna go down. Yeah, Nami, unfortunately, has had a bit of a rough welcome here to Team PDX. Kind of getting beat up both these games so far. They're gonna get a all in here by the Ambessa. I don't think she actually has the damage to. Oh, I was gonna say I spoke too soon. She does in fact have the damage to not only finish him off but escape afterwards. So okay, well played to Ambessa there. Coming out ahead even while down in items. Very impressive. IQ looking for to start dragging here, but they are being watched. Silas has stolen the Seraphine ulti. That is a good ult to steal. Brilliant Soul, however, does have the big ultis. They gotta be careful. Both top laners away, neither one of them STP, so this will be a 4v4 situation. And PDX playing pretty scared to take a fight here, which is fair enough. They are behind. Caitlyn, I mean, at this point, you have to be saying just back off. Caitlyn clearly does not want any part of this play. And, I mean, yeah, the Soraka is going to go ahead and die for this, so she's going to go down. Yeah, that seems like a situation where they did not agree on the call, and they just needed to figure out what they were doing and back off. In the end, it's only one death. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, 4K gold lead for IQ. Go ahead and engage here. Ooh, managed to dodge the Wukong knockup. So, not a ton came of it. I think if you're Urga in the situation, you have to be using E offensively, right? Because Ambessa's mobile enough that you E away, she can just keep chasing you, and you've lost your kill threat because you've already used E. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not a Urga player, so I can't speak too definitively on that. I can speak definitively on Silas being dead. You're gonna pop Ghost and try to run down this Ambessa. Should be able to get her here. Oh no, and Urga fires the ulti early and it does not land, so they're gonna have to blow the flash E in order to secure the kill. They do get it, but not before Ambessa gets first tower and feats of strength for IQ. I think they had them already, actually. I think they had Monster Slayer already. Oh, plus they already had first tower in bot lane, so never mind. Ooh, nice engage there by Silas. Sashel's gonna miss, but I don't know if he has damage to actually finish her off. He does not. And they're gonna start to get collapsed on here by the members of IQ. Soraka's gonna go down again. Very unfortunate. Very rough series so far for Yanami. And Acel has had pretty much a free lane in this game, which is really not what you want. Already 181 stacks. Ooh, Wukong's gonna go in, followed up by but the Ambessa ulti, nice engage. They're able to get one, and they're able to get two. And Acel, is he gonna end up going down? Ooh, He does manage to live, however, and then Silas ends up going down. Did not quite have the damage to finish him off. So Reed will escape with his large shutdown. About a 7k gold lead drag you now, firmly in command of this game, with a pretty well scaling comp too. So I don't know what you really do at this point if you're PDX. Really don't have many good options. You can try to go for a gank here on Aurelion Sol, but I don't know if you can realistically make this happen. And he's just gonna. Oh, bit of an angle right into the wall. And that's going to actually allow him to get caught, and that's going to be a big shutdown for the Udyr. And I'm not sure why exactly he debuted towards the wall. Maybe that was a misclick, but it does end in his death. Tough.
Let's level the playing field.
And best are going to go ahead here on. Ooh. Double embezzle. He should still go down here, I would assume. Yes.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Like you're gonna go ahead and move on to dragon number 3. Kind of being a bit of a jerk here. Ooh, and he's gonna get ghosted on, but he should be A-okay. He's gonna be more than okay. He's gonna turn it. Nice Seraphine ulti to charm the two of them, and now Asol going in, but he ends up taking too much damage. It goes down to the Urgot ultis. That's gonna be another kill. Urgot's gonna pick up a shutdown on the Seraphine as well, so PDX closing the gold gap here a little bit, only down about 3.5k now instead of 7k.
Back from
IQ. Blitz Sprite's currently getting the melee versus Ashe experience at the moment. And goes down. Wait a minute. What are we waiting for, Nectarish? Tell me. Come back. Ooh, I mean, maybe. We'll see. Potentially. Yeah, very interesting that this is an AD Udyr. I guess maybe you decided they weren't melee enough to go the standard AP tank build, but I don't know if AD's gonna do a whole lot better. One can dream. That is true. One can dream. I think we are behind a little bit. We're gonna go for another gank here in the top lane on the Ambessa, but she is really, really big. She could probably 1v2 this if he plays it well. Ooh, the ult ended up hitting Udyr though, which is not what you wanted. And now Slios is gonna go ahead and Ambessa ult in return. Ooh, she barely survives, but Set flashes Slios flashes with a lot to finish him off, and now JWM is getting the same treatment on the other side. He has to try to flee, but it's already used his flash. He should be going down here unless he can somehow turn a kill. No, the E does not land, so that will be the end of his journey here. Getting sucked into the Relental Tractor Beam right there. Both top laners end up getting collapsed on. That's the top lane life sometimes, or the side laner life. teams don't know what to do. They just goon squad ya. Asholt's gonna go ahead and come out, but from the Silas, but nothing really doing. Trying their best to defend this tower. Ooh, but the little Void Grub blocks the Silas E, and they're able to get the tower because of it. Yeah, that comeback might be getting delayed a little bit. Ash is gonna go ahead and ulti Caitlyn, gonna get the cleanse in return. Worth it. He's step up. That's 268 stacks. He's gonna have his big ult here, probably a couple minutes, not sooner. In terms of gold values across the team, yeah, top and mid are both, or top and jungle are both close, but mid and bot are both way behind. So tough. 6K gold lead enough for IQ. Gonna move in on what will be Dragon number 3 for them. I don't expect to contest here. Indeed, they will not. So should have that empowered ulti here pretty soon. And he wait probably 1 or 2 more waves at most. How much more damage does it do, by the way? Ooh, looking for a bit of an engagement on Soraka. They're gonna get it. She's gonna go down again. Poor Yanami. Interesting play here. Nightmare gonna try to get in, not quite able to get the Ash. And yeah, that's gonna be sad times for Team PDX, who just has to try to run, but the only one who's gonna escape is Urgot. So what exactly? Dealing, it does a large amount of damage, knocking up enemies. The shockwave. Does it do the shockwave damage in addition to the impact damage? If you get hit by both? If you get hit by the impact, or is it like one or the other? I actually don't know. IQ gonna go ahead and grab this Baron here, no problem. 10K gold lead, just gotta put this one to bed so they can go to bed.
As expected.
They're gonna go ahead and engage on the Soraka right away, and oh, poor Yanami. Being the support on a hard losing team is rough because you can't be anywhere. Nowhere is safe. And those 2 picks might be enough to end the game here. A flash Seraphine ult by Silas, but there's really not going to be any follow-up here. I think he just probably ended the game for his team here. It might not have mattered either way, but that will indeed be game 2. So, well played to IQ. Much cleaner game this time around. Just put the game away much more quickly. Yeah, well played IQ and tough series for PDX. Not quite able to really figure out what they were doing. So, all right, let's go ahead and see that if we could see if Malphite was the correct guess. And it was indeed Malphite. So well done to whoever guessed that. I didn't know Malphite was a Shuriman champion. Oh, it says Etal and Shurima, so there you go. So well done to whoever guessed that originally. I don't remember who it was, but it was indeed Malphite. In terms of games, upcoming games this week, we have one tomorrow, Nord versus WTF. And then one on Friday, and then one more on Sunday. So we got a few more games this week. And yeah, that'll be it for the stream tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.